Out hot.
We spotted in 3 and came back late to show the real winners.
Just all day, we had that energy, everybody coming together.
First one's free. I was out of breath from the first inning to the 9th inning.
Sack right here, I'm about to tear up. Just like that.
Just glad to have fun with the boys.
Come on, party with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, direct your
It's been all party animals
attention
as of late. The boys in black and pink are fresh off a sweep of the Nanners last weekend and are riding a 4-game winning streak into tonight's contest. And hacky sacking has been happening all over the place as they sit now one win ahead of the Nanners. Well, we bring you game 26 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. What a beautiful evening it is for a battle between the Party Animals and Savannah Bananas tonight. 73 degrees and sunny here in the 912 as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth with Josh Talevsky, Pico Scala. Happy Thursday, Thirsty Thursday, that is, for everybody here in virtual Banana Land. A 4-game winning streak and the Animals dominating most of the time. Of course, that huge comeback on Saturday night as well.
Yeah, a weekend ago, the Party Animals were flat out the better team against the Bananas. They were better offensively. They pitched a lot better, and they even maximized the final inning of play. You think about that 4.9th inning that they put together on Saturday, a key to their sweep against the Nanners. But you can't forget about what D.R. Meadows did for the Bananas. He had 7 hits. He also had 17 trick plays. And if the Bananas are going to snap that Party Animals win streak, they're going to need the doctor in that form.
For more from DR, let's get it on down to SB.
Hey, Pico, Josh. Hey, I'm here with D.R. Meadows. And, yeah, you had quite the games last weekend. But, D.R., you guys lost them all. What do we got to do to change the fate and maybe get back one up on the Party Animals by winning both of them? And this is no typical interview. We're getting tricky with it like you are.
You know, I know each inning is a point, but we got to play all 9 innings today and put together our best game, and, you know, we're going to get the job done.
DR, sick trick play. You had a lot of sick trick plays last time because you had 7 of them, which was a record for the outfield and tied Brian Cox. Were you going into the game thinking, I'm setting a record today?
I went into the game just making the best of my opportunity. If I got a ball out there, I was going to try a trick play, and luckily I got 7 of them that day, so we got really lucky.
Wow, that was a tough one. Yeah, so DR, talk to me a little bit here, too. Obviously, 7 was a big number. Going into tonight, are we aiming for 8? Are we aiming to get higher? What's our mentality here? Is that going to push you guys over the limit?
We're looking for a dub tonight, and whatever opportunity we get in the right situation, we may get a trick play, we might get it out. Pizzelle situation, Bananas going to win tonight, and we're up.
Hey, DR. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to go learn about the rules of Banana Ball.
What are they? What are they?
It's Banana Ball. And this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2. There is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, if you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. It becomes a ball for sprint until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. In Banana Ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings or when time expires, it is pitcher versus hitter with 1 fielder, and the hitter has to score. Rule number 10, the Banana Ball challenge rule. You, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter rule. A team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of Banana Ball.
All right, now we've got the rules. Let's get it on back down to David Ray.
All right, Omri. Your job is very important. Everyone here is ready for this game. These fans aren't quite ready. So whatever you do, they all have to do. You think you can show them some moves? Cricket shark. Let's see what you got, Omri. Oh, a little hand clap. Good start. Oh, wait. Is she bringing the boom right now? What? The sprinkler? Is that the princess sprinkler? She's a princess. Oh, fiction. How do you know about that, Omri? Staying alive. You got a little sass. Okay. Exercise. Get it in, folks. Get it in. Oh, we're turning it out. Woo! You're gonna get. Oh, okay. Look around, Omri. Everybody get those hands together for my friend, Omri!
Excellent work on the fan warm-up. Another wonderful crowd on hand for our 234th ever Banana Ball game. Our 407th straight sold-out crowd. Now, for everybody watching at home, prepare your voices.
Ladies,
here's the young prof.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imaginations. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is the game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 5,000 people here in historic Grayson Stadium to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas! Leading off the center fielder, number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. Batting second, the right fielder, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. In the 3-hole, the DH, number 19, Dan Oper. Batting fourth at shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. Batting fifth, number 18, the extra hitter, Danny Hosley. In left field, number 15, we call him Rack Robert Anthony Cruz. At first base, number 3, Eric Jones. Behind the plate, numero uno, the captain. Make some noise for Bill Leroy. At second base, number 8, he is our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. And at third base, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson. On the mound for your Bananas, number 21, Jared Donaldson. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Ashley Sander.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam moves broad stripes in bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Sander.
You are watching Game 26 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. The Party Animals are scorching hot, coming off a 3-game sweep, winners of 4 straight. And they sit a game
Y'all give it
ahead
up for
of
the Party
Bananas.
Animals and your Savannah.
To keep the momentum going. Let's take a look at the starting pitching matchup tonight.
Grayson Stadium,
The Animals will
I need
be
you to sing
sending
this nice
Garrett
and
Delano to the
loud.
bump, and the Bananas counter with Jared Donaldson.
Yeah, matchup of 2 right-handers on the mound. Delano out for the 10th time this season. The Party Animals really trust in him as the night 1 starter. I really don't think the Bananas know who their ace is at this current moment, but Jared Donaldson, he was the best pitcher in the month of March, and that's why the Bananas hand him the ball in tonight's contest.
Let's take a look at the Party Animals starting lineup that opposes Donnie. They were excellent against him this past weekend. Loaded up offensively, and at the top, as per usual, it is Reese Hampton, followed by Jake Skoll, Andy Cosgrove, and Noah Fisher in the cleanup spot. The middle 3, Chase Acuff, Bryson Bloomer, and Tanner Thomas. And at the bottom, Dustin Baber, Jason Swan, and Sal Jacoba.
Well, the 4-game win streak coincides with Hampton, Skoll, and Cosgrove batting top 3 in this lineup. And since that change, the Party Animals are averaging nearly 10 runs a ball game with those 3 guys batting in the top spots.
Quick look once again at the numbers here for Jared Donaldson on his 3rd World Tour.
6th start for Jared Donaldson. He has a 2-1 record and took the loss last Sunday, but he allowed 11 hits across 4 innings pitched after allowing just 7 hits in 12 innings pitched in the month of March. His opponent's batting average rose from 289 to 316 entering play tonight. But on the bright side, Donaldson did not allow a single ball 4 sprint in his last start.
You now see the defense behind him, left to right in the outfield. It's Robert Anthony Cruz, David Ray Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. In the infield, 3rd to 1st, Kyle Jackson, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr., while Bill Leroy is behind the plate.
Well, DR stole the show last weekend with his trick play abilities in center field. 17 trick plays across 3 games. It included a 7 trick play game last Sunday. And speaking of 7s, can Ryan Cox get to 70 trick plays tonight? We'll find out.
Donaldson finishing up his warm-up pitches, and we are about to have a very special first pitch that counts. Last weekend, Travis Hunter, a projected top 5 pitch in the NFL draft, had our first pitch that counted of the tour. And now we bring in the U.S. Army Golden Knights to offer up the sequel. And they're coming in style. Justin Drake and company coming down. Here's the young professor.
Stadium. They are the official parachute team of the United States Army. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the U.S. Army Golden Knights!
Smooth as silk on the landing. Now the question, as per usual, who's got the ball? Looks like Justin Drake took the express route. The rest of the crew with the leisurely descent. Like some trick plays up in the sky as well. Oh man, with the Nanners flag. Smooth as silk on the landing.
Nailed it. Didn't even fall down or anything.
Another perfect landing. Not surprising at all coming from the Golden Knights. This is the official demonstration and competition parachute team from the United States Army. The Golden Knights putting on a clinic. How about that? A little double trouble. That's a double trick play. Onions. Come on. What a streak of perfect landings now. Our 8th Golden Knight. All right. Skidding to a perfect landing.
Like sliding into home plate.
And our 9th and 10th coming down together. It's the first time I've ever seen a double-decker parachute. I didn't know that existed.
I was going to say the exact same thing. My mouth has just been agape this entire time.
Okay. We'll break apart at the last second. I feel like we're watching Mission Impossible right now. Of course, the Golden Knights do all their own stunts. What a landing right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the U.S. Army Golden Knights here to throw out the first pitch that counts. He's from Locust Grove, Georgia. Please welcome Sergeant First Class Justin Drake! Watch the camera.
First class, Justin Drake offers a firm fastball just a bit up and in. So Reese Hampton gets to start the ball game with a 1-0 count.
Just like they did with Travis Hunter a weekend ago, party animals erupt out of the dugout and celebrate, but this time they added on the USA chants.
Starting the game up a ball has the boys in black and pink feeling patriotic. What a cool way to kick off this 2-game set. 25 games in the books thus far. The Party Animals 13 and 12. Riding their 4-game winning streak. Down to the professor again.
When I count to 3, I need everybody here to get on the top of your lungs. Start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime! Leading off for the Party Animals, number 6.
6 minutes later than usual. I think it was well worth the wait. The switch-hitting center fielder digs in. East Hampton could argue the hottest hitter in Banana Land, coming off a 12 for 17 weekend. That one all the way to the backstop. He's not even dreaming of stealing first base. A home run, 3 doubles, 6 runs driven in, 7 scored, 3 ball, 4 sprints. Doesn't get much better than that.
Well, he has 4 straight multi-hit games right now and has a double in each of them for the Party Animals. We also saw him go deep as well last weekend. Nobody swinging a better bat for the boys in black and pink.
Johnny behind 3-1, working quickly. And that one misses down and out. Hampton will take his tour-leading 16th sprint of the year and contend with 1 base. The 7 Bananas behind the pitcher and catcher toss the ball around in short order. Once they get it through all 7, it is live and you can tag the runner out. Hampton with great speed, but not risking it with the big boppers behind him.
Yeah, well, considering Skull and Cosgrove have been just as effective at the plate for the Party Animals lately, Hampton knows he doesn't have to get overly aggressive to start this ball game, as boys have entered this game feeling like they have a lot of momentum behind them.
Now Skull ahead 2-0. 6 of the 7 pitches from Donaldson have now been balls. Of course, the 8th pitch of the ball game, starting with ball 1, came from Justin Drake of the Golden Knights, and that fastball just a pinch below the knees. So 4 straight bad ones to Scully. Hampton's going to go first to third easily. Jake content with 1 base. He's now up to a dozen sprints on the year. And the table's set to eat for the Animals. Runners on the corners. And here comes the tour leader in runs driven in, Andy Cosgrove. 36 stakes so far here in his rookie campaign.
On pace for over 100 for the Party Animals this season, which is unbelievable.
Ridiculous.
At the same time, it kind of makes sense when you've got Hampton hot as can be and Skull crushing it all season long. Why wouldn't he be set up for all of these run driving in opportunities?
Right, but if you get to 100 RBIs in an MLB season, that's a liner. Nice diving stop. Kyle Jackson takes away an extra base hit from Cosgrove. If you get to 100 RBIs in a 162-game MLB season, it's remarkably impressive. The Party Animals are scheduled to play 69 games in the regular season this year. I mean, the ratio's nuts.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Cosgrove is not able to get the RBI here in the first. Screamer right into the glove of Kyle Jackson. Donaldson was probably looking for a punch out, but he'll certainly take that great play by his man at the hot corner.
Yeah, bad luck involved, but unusual for Cosgrove not to bring in a man from third with less than 2 outs, as this one is chopped foul by Noah Fisher. And he had a pair of sac flies last weekend. Banana ball gods not in his favor there. And now Fisher ahead in the count. Two-one pitch. That one popped, foul territory. Eric Jones Jr. giving it a look, running out of room, and the fans do not make the catch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
Well, if I'm Jared Donaldson right now, I'm continuing to attack Noah Fisher, probably try and jam him. Fish just 3 for his last 34 at the dish.
And batting average down to 208, but the OBP a very respectable 330. Guy who's worked 13 sprints. Another one here would drive in a run. Donnie checks on Skull. Smart move. Guy has 10 steals in 11 tries this year. There he goes on the payoff. There's the sprint for Fisher. Third allowed this inning from Donaldson. And Skull is going to try and go all the way around. Now he slams the brakes. Nobody covering third, though, so fine to risk it. No one to throw the ball to behind him. And the party animals with a new place to celebrate. Fun stuff over there by their dugout. With a friend as well. They broke Ann out of a nursing home today. She gets to continue her wild now evening with the animals. As this one slammed out to right center field. Chase Acuff, he'll have extra bases. Skull scores easily. Fisher's gonna come around and score from first. And Chase has himself a 2-run triple. 5 batters in, 3 runs home for the party animals.
And the Bananas so focused on Acuff going for 3 bags. Noah Fisher came across to score on the bike for the party animals, who have really brought their good luck charm and to this ball game to help propel them here in the first.
Look out, splitter nearly clips Bryson Bloomer from his former collegiate Bananas teammate, Donnie. Right side of the Nanners infield is in. Left side's halfway. Acuff's got good speed at third. Bloomer, the Dunkin' Donut hitter, so if he strikes out, the crowd gets free sweet treats thanks to Dunkin'. Oh, splitter and a doozy. Evens up the count. And Donaldson goes to the slider. Payoff pitch coming. Laborsome inning for Donaldson so far. That one in the zone, but a liner over the leaping try of Ryan Cox. Bryson Bloomer comes through in the clutch, drives home Acuff, and it's a 4 spot now.
Yeah, a lot of things going right for the party animals already with 2 hits and with runners in scoring position and a ball 4 sprint. And for Jared Donaldson, even dating back to his collegiate Bananas days, has been one of those guys who at times can have a really tough first inning, and that is certainly true here in this opening game on Thursday night.
Tanner Thomas homered off Donaldson in the 3-game sweep. And the party animals dealt the Nanners a weekend ago. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now a little Thursday and Friday night 2-game set ahead of the holiday weekend. And the animals picking up right where they left off. High pop, drifting into foul territory. KJ is going to grab it for a very important out, number 2.
You know, usually that's a situation where if you're Kyle Jackson, you're going for the trick play. You have nothing to lose in foul territory. But seeing Donaldson labor so much here in the opening frame, he is trying to get Donnie and the rest of these Bananas off the field as quickly as possible right now.
Big chopper. Cox will grab it, whip it between the legs. Oh, Baber not hustling at all going down the line. The glove magician noticed it, said, I've got time to whip off a trick play. That's the first of the game for the Nanners, but a painful top of the first inning as the party animals put up 4 and have a great chance to earn the point. You get one more look at the trick play from Cox.
Yeah, great play from Cox. Trick play number 69 on his season. And you get one more look at the party animals with Ann. Certainly the spark that this team needed to start this Thirsty Thursday.
And you get a look at Ann being broken out of the retirement home. Drake Toll was hiding somewhere in there like he was going to be slurped into the wall. And good to see Vava and company with Bloomer, Baber, and Skull, the peanut gallery there. Breaking Ann out and getting her to historic Grayson Stadium. Garrett Delano now on the bump. Got plenty of run support his last time out on the mound. And great start to his evening. 4 runs to work with here in the first.
777's getting the ball from the get-go for the 10th time this season, owns a 1-1 record, and his 4.94 earned run average is the best starting pitcher earned run average on the Party Animals this season, as Delano has a 1.17 ERA plus, indicating 17% better than the tour average arm.
We got a quick look at the defense behind him. Now DR Meadows digs in for the Nanners. Had a pair of first pitch knocks for the Bananas last weekend, part of a 12 for 17 performance offensively. To go with 17 trick plays. Now Jake Skoll says, I'll take a trick play of my own. Thank you, Mr. Meadows. Traps it on the outside of the glove, a bow to the crowd. And 1 out, 2 pitches in for Delano.
Yeah, you get one more look. Skull with what is becoming one of his signature trick plays, the glove trap with the bow as well. And now Reese Alexiadis up to the plate, batting in the 2-hole for the first time this season. Bananas have switched things up with the lineup as DR, Reese, and Dan Oberst batting .432 combined against Delano this year.
Low strike there, evens up the count on Super Reese, who has been tremendous here in his sophomore season in Banana Land. Hitting .339, a .446 on base percentage, leading the team with his 12 ball 4 sprints, and has only 7 strikeouts. The eye has been tremendous. The power, of course, is unbelievable. This thing hit a mile high, and A-Cup waits a long time for it to come down into the glove in shallow left. And that's 2 up, 2 down now for Delano.
Well, ordinarily, that's also a situation Chase Acuff's trying to collect a trick play, but started to lose the ball in the sun and the shadows. And with the way in which he was kind of backpedaling towards that ball, caught it the standard way as Oberst attacks the first pitch from Garrett Delano and fouls it back to the screen.
The Nanners need 3 base runners before they can think about tying the inning. Delano, when he's on, is so good at filling up the zone. Chopper, and Bloomer's gonna whip it back between the legs, pulls off the Professor. Jason Swan catches the throw behind the back. A double trick play to put the bow on a 1-2-3 inning and a point earned for the Party Animals.
3 trick plays in the opening frame for the Animals. A 2-minute MPI for Garrett Delano, and the Party Animals once again are scoring the first point of the ball game.
Impressive stuff from the boys in black and pink. I know they cannot wait to be back at sea with all of us here in Banana Land. It'll be Banana Land at Sea 2.0. Coming in February 2026, the 9th through the 13th. From Tampa, Florida to Cozumel, Mexico, you get a look at one of the multiple music videos that was filmed out in the Caribbean last year. A really unique experience to be a part of Banana Ball content and get to hang out with all the players and members of the cast. We will have all 6 teams that will be a part of the inaugural Banana Ball Championship League series on the boat. It is really a unique experience.
And I think with all 6 teams being on that cruise, it means you're going to see some special content for all of those squads. Chance for the fans to interact with players new and old. It's going to be a blast.
It's been a blast so far tonight for the Animals, riding a 4-game winning streak. They're up 1-0. They send 9, 10, and 1 in the order. And they're going to start it in style as we head to the top of the 2nd inning.
It's not the end of the world.
Got some new Miley Cyrus there. That's Miley circa 2025 for Jason Swan. Soaking wet.
Well, I don't even think the water being sprayed on Jason Swan is going to cool off his hot bat for the Animals. 4 doubles and 6 runs batted in 3 games a weekend ago.
Pitcher's pitch there from Donaldson to even up the count. Swan, Kobo, and then Hampton here in the second for the Animals. And job by Donaldson, jumping ahead using the splitter there. Goes with the slider. Swan is shrewd man at the dish. He does not swing on a lot of pitches out of the zone. This one bounced to Kyle Jackson, barehanded, frozen rope across the diamond. In time to get the speedy Swan.
Yeah, it was a slow roller that took a high chop as well. Kyle Jackson knew that patience was not something that he was afforded on that scenario with Swan breaking down the first base line. Barehand was the best decision for him to get that throw out of the hand and quickly over to Eric Jones Jr.
Good to see a start here for Salvador Jacobo. Cannot connect on the splitter, a ball and a strike. Holding down the extra hitter spot here at the bottom of the order for the Party Animals. Hasn't been the dream start to his banana ball career offensively. Boy, has he showed some serious promise when it comes to trick plays. And he is flummoxed by the off speed there from Donaldson. Goes down on strikes.
Yeah, it's Jacobo's first start since the 23rd of March, and the reason we haven't seen many from him lately is because of what you just saw. That strikeout rate has been incredibly high for Jacobo this season at almost 26% as Hampton rolls this over to first. Eric Jones Jr., a professor, and goes under the legs on the feed to Jared Donaldson to end a 2-minute and 8-second inning.
That's how you bounce back. EJ picks up the trick play, and Donnie sets the Animals down in order. Awful efficient. Now it's time to talk about some banana ball basics. Rule number 2, the 2-hour time limit. One of the core rules of our young sport. Take a look at how it just did not matter last weekend. All 3 games completed in under 2 hours, and great ball games at that.
The pace of play was incredible a weekend ago. We saw almost 10 sub-2-minute innings, and that's why you saw such quick game times, all of them under 2 hours. And Sunday's finale, the day game, actually the fastest. 6 of the last 7 banana ball games have been played in under 2 hours, and this season 11 games have been played in 2 hours or less.
Garrett Delano with a much different task here in his second inning of work. Had 4 runs to work with in the first. Got a 1-2-3 frame in 2 minutes. Now he's got 4, 5, and 6 for the Bananas. Ryan Cox, Danny Hosley, and Robert Anthony Cruz. A pretty radically changed lineup for Tyler Gillum and company. Coxey elevated to the cleanup spot, and nod to how unbelievable he has been when it comes to his work with the lumber. Takes the 2-seamer for strike 1. He's hitting .338, reaching base at a .408 clip. And both those numbers, well, they're gonna go down, although he does get aboard. Baber can't complete the Professor trick play, pioneered by Cox himself. And that's what he's going to get you. Only 2 strikeouts on the tour. He puts the ball in play. Often when that happens, good things happen.
Yeah, you see Baber with the flip through the legs, ricochets off his knee, and then could not gather it in time to try and throw out Ryan Cox, who was taken off the base paths in favor of their designated runner, Malachi Mitchell.
Designated runner can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. 2-0 count now on Danny Hosley. See, the numbers offensively not what he is used to, but getting an elevation up to the 5-hole is a nod to the caliber of hitter that Gillum, Viro, and Fox know he is.
Hosley has just 6 knocks this season, but 3 of them have come against Garrett Delano. So you can feel pretty confident that Hosley, amidst his struggles, has seen the ball well out of one of the best pitchers on the Animals.
That is a disgusting changeup. Started right down the middle, ended up inside. Full count now on Haas. And Delano wisely checks on Flash, Bananas team leader in stolen bases and runs scored. That ball hit a mile, but foul. That's what Danny Hosley can do as well. He's got the slug. It's just a matter of connecting.
What we've known since 2023 is it's pretty difficult to pitch Danny Hosley inside because he will burn you. So Delano and Cosgrove try and go to the outside corner, miss the plate. Hosley slides in safely at second. Flash comes across to score. The speed of the Bananas designated runner knocks this game at a point apiece through 2.
Looks like we've got a new member of the marketing team. See young talent getting a chance to shine in a big moment. Interesting, using the front-facing camera to film the celebration. It's a new technique. I don't know what these kids are coming up with. Big finale. We'll get another look at the play at the plate. This is the burning speed of Malachi Mitchell. I mean, it was perfect sprint defense by the Party Animals. They got it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher as quickly as possible. Got it to Skoll. He was that 7th and final guy who needed to get the ball. Even a perfect throw from Skoll. Really didn't have a chance to get Mitchell at home. The Banana Band blasted right out.
And I think it was really smart of Danny Hosley to move to second base on that play. Party Animals so caught up on trying to gun down Hosley at second. I think they kind of forgot about the speed of Malachi Mitchell and the possibility of him coming around to score. So they had to scramble quickly. And again, that throw not in time to beat Flash.
Pitching in Banana Ball can be a cruel pursuit. It's an unearned run against Delano. Cox reached on that trick play, missed. Flash, of course, scored in his stead. Hosley with his 3rd walk-off on the year. Quality at bat. He's now up to 7 sprints compared to just 8 strikeouts. So even though the balls in play haven't been bouncing his way, he's been doing a good job controlling the controllables. Guy who led the 2023 tour with his 28 walk-offs. Tallied 10 a year ago.
On the bright side for Danny Hosley, you might have a batting average below the Mendoza line in February and March, but from April on, he's a career .327 batter. So he's hopefully going to heat up sometime soon for the Bananas.
We've got a brand new ball game, tied at a point each. We start the 3rd inning. Big Bopper is due to swing it for the Party Animals. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Skoll cannot connect on a center cut slice of cheese from Donaldson. Same pitch, that time fouled straight back. Cosgrove on deck, Fisher in the hole. Skoll worked the sprint, came around to score on that 4-run first for the Animals. Look out, buddy. Donaldson sits low 90s with the fastball, usually about 91 to 92. And sticking with the gas as this one is slapped deep to left. Long run, Robert Anthony Cruz cannot get there. It's 1 hop over the wall. It's the opposite field juice from Jake Skoll. His tour-leading 11th double and 18th extra base hit.
Yensko was actually a little cold when it came to the extra base hits. Had just 1 in his last 7 games for the Party Animals. Now has a big knock to start the top of the 3rd as the Animals want to jump back out in front again.
That's a guy who had 17 extra base hits in the first 18 games played. He's on an insane pace. Still pacing the tour in that department. And now Indy Cosgrove ahead of ball and no strikes. Has to wait for Donaldson, Cox, Olsen, and Meadows to pull off their choreographed dance. Don't forget about Leroy behind home plate getting involved as well. And now a 2-0 count on the former Twins minor leaguer. Mighty swing and miss on a middle fastball. And that one just a pinch high. Dangerous count to be in against Cosgrove. He gets the fastball, maybe a pinch above the zone. Comes up empty.
And once again decided to offer up another big swing in a favorable 3-1 count. Donaldson goes to his signature pitch, the splitter, and it's Cosgrove expanding the zone just a bit and down on strikes.
Set up the splitter perfectly. Pounded the zone with fastballs, and then the thing comes in, looks exactly the same until the bottom falls out. Filthy pitch when it's humming. He will work in the slider as well. And that fastball blasted high and deep to left. Robert Anthony Cruz just shy of the track. He's going to haul it in. A scary second out for Donaldson and company.
Well, we mentioned Fisher 3 for his last, 34 at the dish. He has 20 flyouts in that span. What's really interesting is it isn't that he's necessarily getting under the ball and not having hard exit velos, more so what you just saw, a lot of hard hit contact just right at defenders in the outfield.
Yeah, a lot of loud outs. I think he's leading the tour in that department. 1-1 count on Chase Acuff. He plated a pair in the first with a triple. His first 3-bagger of the year. Splitter just misses inside. 2 balls and a strike now on the Animal shortstop. Make it 3-1. A reminder, ball 4 here will score Skoll from second. Oh, got the pitch he wanted, could not make Donaldson pay though. That one to Alexiadis. And Donnie works in and out of trouble. Good job working around the leadoff double. Get it on down to the field to Jolie Chabala.
Jolie Chabala.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Myers family. Matt, Sarah, and their 3 biological daughters became a licensed foster family 9 years ago. In total, they have welcomed 17 children and teens into their home and continue to make a difference in our community. Fans, please help us celebrate the Myers family for everything they do in our local foster care community.
QR code on the big board or text bananas to 50155 and show your support. Thank you.
Oh, another super shout out to the Myers family, Matt, Sarah, and their 3 biological daughters. Amazing stuff that they've done since 2014 in the foster care community, and what wonderful stuff Grayson Bloomer has been doing in Banana Land since 2020. Kind enough to join us on the broadcast. Grayson, what's going on down there, man?
Honestly, I'm a little confused right now. I think I'm being punked because we're supposed to play a game and they decided to put the table like 30 feet in foul territory. I think they're trying to make me lose.
Yeah, that'd be good aerobic exercise for you, racing back and forth. Yeah, man, so you've been infamous now for the random blindfold drinks. And there's going to be nothing random or blindfolded about this. We're going to play a game where anything bad happens to the party animals, Josh and I get to choose what goes in the drink. Vice versa for you if things are going your way. And then if you win the inning, we drink. If you lose the inning, you drink.
Yeah, Biko, I know you got a stomach, but Josh, I'm coming for you. I'm sorry.
I had a feeling that you were going to say that. I know that Biko was a part of some content of yours lately.
My.
That
Come on, Ruth.
That ball stung, but it's going to be
here we go. We're off to an early
behind
start.
the back. Trick play miss from Reese Hampton.
All right, what do y'all want? Make it quick.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go Worcester sauce.
I'm so glad you said that.
Thank
That's
you.
what I was feeling.
Oh, that's a lot.
I brought that from
What's up, Gilly?
Paula's fridge.
Bye,
Good
Gilly.
hustle, good hustle.
All right, here we go. Runner on second. We got to make a play. Hold him there. Because I'm not drinking Worcestershire sauce. By the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chad, I gotta tell you, I'm having the craziest, most interesting day. I'm gonna start with a broken 80-year-old out of a nursing home. So, it's a weird day.
And it seems like the heist went very successful.
Oh yeah, I mean, not my first time. Oh, jam shot, go Swan, go Swan!
Chance for the fans. Not caught.
Yeah, I'm having a crazy day. Really crazy. Dude. Yeah, good, good, good. We need Biko and Josh to get a little hot sauce in that cup with the Worcestershire. Then we need to win this inning so they can drink it. Come on, we're manifesting. Let's go.
This one bounced to Baber. EJ does his job. Dustin grabs a trick play going behind the back.
Is that it? Oh, I get to decide.
Yeah,
Hey, rack
you
by
get to
rack.
decide because that was pro party
Should
animal.
I pour hot sauce down Rack's back?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That really
What? I mean, come on, guys. I'm getting booed all over the place. All right, here we go.
All right, we've got hot sauce and Worcestershire sauce.
I need to stop.
It's just spicy Worcestershire sauce.
Dude, we need to stop. I'll up on this.
Does anyone actually know how to say it? I mean, like,
Chat, what should I put in there next?
Chat, how do you say Worcestershire sauce?
Oh,
I thought that was you, Bloomer.
I'm getting nervous. I got Worcestershire on my finger and it's in my nose now.
I think we're all saying it differently.
Yes!
Good job by Delano, up 0-2 now.
Come on, Chad. Come on, Chad. Chad, are you all type what I should put in there and make sure you type in lemon juice for Biko and Josh. God, I'm gonna lock in right here and make a play. Come on, let's go.
Big 0-2. Delano drops down and Roy spoils it. That was a killer 0-2 pitch.
That's 2023 Bill Leroy at work right there. The pesky hitter just slapping a ball when he's behind 0-2.
Right at him, foul. Oh, good play, Gilly. Scott Thompson.
I'm right on Gilly's heels, baby. Let's go.
Scott Thompson in the chat said Worcester sauce.
Worcester.
Yeah.
All right, I can rock with that.
Rudy wants freckle juice. What is that?
Oh!
Just misses the outside corner.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but Bill Leroy has the smallest strike zone ever. Sorry.
I mean, it's the captain, man. It's like Jeter those last few years, you know?
Hey, we got a battle going right here. Everybody lock in. Come on, I don't want to drink this drink, and I want to make Josh drink it. Let's go.
Yeah, it's terrible so far. Hot shot, diving stop, throw to the plate. What a scoop! Cosgrove saves the inning, tags out Rack. drop something.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Lemon juice!
There's the lemon juice.
What? Dude! Dude, I refuse. You guys gotta drink this. You guys gotta drink this. I'm not drinking it.
All right, well, if Delano gets out of this unscathed, Josh and I drink. Clip that, chat.
The IRL chat is mad at me right now over by that table. They're like, what are you doing? How could you put that in there?
Worcestershire?
Yeah. Worcestershire.
Oh, we got votes for mayo in the chat as well.
Oh, they know. Yeah, man. Just ketchup. There we go. There we go. What's Ham gonna do?
Breeze Hampton, long run. Yeah. Make sure we get out number 3. All right, Grayson, you get to put one more. Yeah.
Last thing. Hey, y'all gonna need to stir this one up.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Hey, enjoy it. We'll take it up to you guys.
Appreciate you, Bloomer.
Bye, guys.
That looks terrible.
It doesn't look good. Get another look at the inning-saving play from Baber and Cosgrove. Unbelievable work on both ends.
He's the hero for Bryson Bloomer and the Party Animals. He is our anti-hero at the current moment.
We've got Zion Bright with some contestants all trying to steal a first kiss.
So sweet. That's nice. Wow. That's the Wilson family, everybody. Yeah, Wilson family 2 years. So, up next, there we go. Up next, here to steal a little first base, we have the Carson family, and they've been together for 13 years. So guys, go on and steal that base. They're skipping, kissing. I've never seen a base stolen like that before. And finally, we have the Townsend family, and they've been together for 37 years. So guys, go ahead and steal that base. No, you gotta. Oh, okay, they're not stopping. Guys, okay, we're gonna end this. Do you guys think it was the Wilson family, the Carson family, or the people who are still kissing? The Townsend family. 37 years, they stole the first base kiss. Here we go. Hey, it's a family show. Can we?
All right, let's get those folks off the field. Let's get Bryson Bloomer, still with the mic on him, onto the field. What's the plan of attack here, buddy, against Kyle Perry, the new man on the mound? A stout observation. And foul ball, not caught by the fans. All right, turns out Bloomer doesn't have his IFB in, so he had no idea that we were trying to make contact with him. Behind 0-2. Has to look out for the fastball, curveball, and change. Change up misses. Blown away. What a piece of hitting. Bloomer so impressive. Now 2 for 2 on the evening. Here comes Tanner Thomas. Looks like Tanner Thomas is getting in on the End of the World music video. We're gonna have multiple pieces here. And now Thomas, Leroy, and Chapman. really, I feel like the music was speaking through them. This one driven high, out to left center. DR ranging over, is going to tip it to Rack for the first out here in the fourth.
Third trick play of the game now for the Bananas, and 59 this season for DR Meadows, already closing in on 60 in his 2025 campaign. A lot of gas from the crowd after Tanner made contact. I think they thought that ball was going to go a lot further than it did.
It went very high, not very far. This one muscled to center by Baber, and backflip catch! DR Meadows. What a streak he's on. That is now 6 straight games nailing a backflip catch. He's up to 60 trick plays on the tour.
Unbelievable. In a 2-pitch span, you get a tip drill from DR Meadows, and then he one-ups it with the backflip in center field. He is a really special player and has put together quite the homestand since coming back to Savannah.
2 balls, no strikes on Jason Swan. That one ripped deep to left field. Rack on the run. Nice play. Read it perfectly. Hard contact from Jason Swan, but nothing to show for it. Kyle Perry, great start to his night.
Yeah, the lefty comes in and throws up a 1 minute and 56-second inning for the Savannah Bananas. Great stuff yet again from the Banana Ball rookie.
Hey, baby time here in Banana Land. We'll toss it on down to the young professor.
Get your hands way up in the air. Hands in the air, because it's time for a little hey, baby. Let's clap it out. We're going to sway and we're going to sing. So use your outside voices. Here we go. Come on, Savannah, let's get louder. All right, get back. We're going to shovel it out. All right, get ready. Here we go. Come on, one more time. Oh, make some noise, Savannah, and let's go, Banana!
It's great to see the folks say babying right here where Banana Ball was born, and we take a look at the new man on the mound for the Party Animals. Blake Benson takes over for the Lena.
Left of the Bananas turn to a rookie left-hander. The Party Animals do the exact same. Benson towing the slab for the 8th time this season. He's one of 2 Party Animals with an MPI below 4 minutes this season, and tossed his first sub-2-minute inning last weekend, a 1 minute and 48-second frame.
Oh my. Always likes to start his outings in style that time. Some sweet chin music for Kyle Jackson. Benson tries to follow it up with the front door bender. Was set up perfectly, did not execute. Goes right back to it, once again inside, and 3 balls and no strikes. KJ ready for a sprint. There was bunt for a second. Still his count as Benson works at an insane pace here. KJ is going to take the sprint and stumbles a little bit coming around first base. So he will tip his cap to the Party Animals. Defensively stout once again, defending the sprint, but the inning-winning run is aboard.
Good start in the frame for the Bananas, who've gotten the leadoff man on each of the last 3 innings, despite the fact that through the first 10 batters, this team does not yet have a hit.
That's right, they've reached on a pair of trick play missed. And the ball 4 sprint is what walked off the 2nd inning for the Bananas. Great job by Delano, just gave up that 1 unearned run. across 2+ innings of work. Picked up his defense. They gifted the Bananas a free man on second to start the 3rd inning. Delano was able to work around it. And this one flipped into right field. DR Meadows, what's new? Another knock for the tour leader in batting average and OBP.
It's hit number 32 for DR Meadows this season, and we said if the Bananas were going to snap this Animals winning streak, it was going to have to come with help from DR Meadows, and he provides here in the 4th. Now 2 on and no outs for Super Reese.
Nice backdoor bender there. Benson with the 6-pitch arsenal. And Reese Alexiadis smokes it well foul. This one driven to center. Hampton has to play it on a hop. He's going to throw to second. Not in time, though. Meadows with a great read. A sprint and a pair of singles. Have the bases loaded with no outs.
Certainly a tough situation for Blake Benson to find himself in, and it doesn't get any easier. Bases full, and another right-handed swinger in Dan Oberst up the plate.
Infield in for the Party Animals. Ball and a strike on the 7-year Nanner. Pops it up. Shallow left center. It's going to be a tough play. On the run, tumbling attempt. Reese Hampton doesn't come away with it. Kyle Jackson read that perfectly. Scores the inning-winning run. Oberst does the job. Not the loud contact we are used to, but placed it perfectly. And the Bananas up 2-1.
Big knock for Oberst in the Bananas. Again, after not having some hits through the first 3 innings, they got 3 in the 4th. As you got to look at some of the scrimmage that we saw this Tuesday between the tailgaters and the firefighters. Those boys trying to get in the proper shape for this season. And one of the standout performers was Jonathan Luters, the trick play and a single on the unicycle. He joins us up in the booth. Jonathan, how are you, man?
Oh, guys, I'm doing so well. It's an honor to be up here. You guys do such an awesome job on the broadcast. Bananifying this and doing an awesome job for all the Banana fans and Party Animals and now the firefighters and tailgaters to hear this awesome game. So you guys do an awesome job, guys.
Now, appreciate you bringing the unicycle up here. Tell us the story with that. And as you do that, Josh and I, because of our mic'd up,
I am not touching that whatsoever.
Yep, I can go in first.
Worcestershire sauce, some hot sauce, and lemon juice.
Wow.
That's tough. Shout out the Boomer. What's the story on the unicycle, man?
Yeah, well, as you guys drink that, the story on the unicycle is had an awesome gym teacher in 4th grade named Mrs. Robertson. Shout out to her. She taught myself, my fellow classmates in 4th grade how to unicycle, and ever since then I know how to do it. And then when I saw the Bananas and Party Animals play at Fenway Park, my hometown back in Massachusetts, I was like, wow, I want to do that. That sounds really cool. And like, they're all about standing out, being fans first. I'm like, all right, well, what can I do that stands out? And I thought, the unicycle. And I saw the craziest thing ever. It said, let's try to learn how to hit on the unicycle, and put my mind to it, and we made it happen. So, and it was really cool to see the fruits of that coming out 2 nights ago.
Well, not only has the unicycle been impressive, but you've been great from a trick play standpoint as well, Sunshine. I know Jordan Hussein had glowing reviews for you after what he's seen in practice in that scrimmage.
Yeah, Jordan, he's been amazing. I guess a shout out to Jordan, Taj, and Zach Blankenship. Those 3 guys coming over from the Party Animals last year to be the leaders of this tailgater team. They do such an amazing job both on and off the field, and for Jordan to give me a shout out was super kind of him. I learned so much from him on a day-to-day basis.
Nice piece of hitting there, Sal Jacobo, but unfortunately, DR Meadows right there. Unfortunately for him, he cannot come up with the behind-the-back trick play attempt. So Jacobo off to the races is going to get 3 bases on the trick play miss from the Doctor.
We saw an inning ago 2 trick plays for the Doctor, had a lot of good momentum going in his favor, but that one lined so sharply to center. That is a really tough behind-the-back trick play to try and make, and you see Meadows with the whiff as Jacobo already at 3rd for the Party Animals.
Great start for the Animals here in the 5th. Back to the top of the order we go, and 2 balls and no strikes on Reese Hampton, who gets to turn around and hit from his natural right side. make it a 2-1 count. Now, I do have to say, folks up in the booth with us saw me take a bunch of swigs of that drink. I thought it was delicious. I'm being so
You
serious.
are crazy.
I think I
You're
just
a
love
madman.
Worcestershire sauce.
I smelled it, and I did not want to be anything near that at all, much less taste it. So props to you guys.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Sunshine. Now, where does the nickname come from as Akobo scores on the sac fly from Hampton, and the Animals have a chance at a point here in the 5th? I mean, of course, Jonathan Looters, but everybody has been calling you Sunshine, and you've been introducing yourself to people as Sunshine.
Right, well, I feel like in Banana Land, Sunshine is just gonna stick. I think that's probably the nickname I'm gonna rock with, and I've been honored to have it ever since I was 9 or 10 years old. I had a friend of mine's dad, teammate of mine's dad, called me Sunshine. I looked like the quarterback from the movie, you remember, The Titans. And ever since I was 9 or 10 years old, I was called Sunshine with the personality and really blonde hair, and I've been honored to have it, and I think it fits in Banana Land really well.
Ball and 2 strikes on Jake Skoll, a sprint and a double so far on his evening. And KP yanks the fastball down and away. Make it a full count. Fun battle here. Party Animals with a run across thanks to the trick play missed. And wow, what a take there from Skoll. Perry thought he had the punch out. Vincent Chapman disagrees. And Skoll showing off the wheels is going to get 2 bases on the sprint. Brack being the 7th and final Banana who needed to field that before the ball was live.
Now, Sunshine being so new to Banana Land and Banana Ball, obviously you're getting your footing with trick plays. You're also practicing the ball 4 sprint defense. But the first opportunity you guys had in the scrimmage, you gunned down the firefighters at second base. Walk me through what those practices have looked like for you tailgaters.
Sure, it's a new thing for a lot of the new guys. Actually, it's brand new. We have never done that before, the new guys here on the tailgaters. And we went through a few practices where we kind of iron out the kinks and whatnot. And for that to kind of come into our first scrimmage was huge. We nailed it. So it was a little bit of a work in progress, our first practice. But once we felt it out, we kind of had it down in the scrimmage. So I'm sure we're going to keep getting quicker, keep getting faster, and we'll keep working with it. But man, it felt good to get that guy out. I think it was Noah Bridges. I could be wrong though. We love you, Noah, even though we got you out. But I think it was Noah. But regardless, it felt good to get that right.
Alexiadis with a howitzer into Cox, the cutoff man. Skoll stays put at second, and Cosgrove retired. So Noah Fisher comes up to the dish. I get Skoll on second, 2 down.
Here's a question for you guys.
What do you got?
So for the tailgater brand,
Right.
what are you guys most excited for?
Oh man, I mean, obviously the greatest party in the parking lot in sports. I think that's going to be an insane scene, especially getting to parade through. Look out! Oh my gosh, Kyle Perry almost had his head taken off as Skoll's going to score on the RBI single from Fish. Scary moment, an athletic dodge job there by KP.
Yeah, certainly had to matrix his way out of the way of that screaming liner off the bat of Noah Fisher. Plates a second run in the frame. Might have clipped KP's glove as well. Heck of a reaction. And to answer your question, Sunshine, I think I'm excited for all of the food that's going to get incorporated, I would assume, with the tailgaters.
Fair ball down the left field line. Acuff has extra bases for the second time tonight. Fortuitous bounce, though, for the Bananas. Ball ended up lodged beneath the bench in the Party Animals bullpen. So Fisher's going to have to go back to third base. And it'll be ruled a ground rule double. And Acuff now 2 for 3.
I'll give Chase a shout out too. When I first met him, I'm trying to think, probably back in February, he was just so open to talking about trick plays and what he had to offer and what I had to offer, and just wanting to learn more about Banana Ball and how to increase the trick plays, increase the overall play of it, and he was just so willing to open up about that. And same thing to Ryan Cox right there, you saw on frame. Let's see. Ooh.
All right, challenge time. The ruling is, was the ball fair or foul? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, was this a line drive or is this a bouncer? Okay, terrific. Just wanted to double check. Missed the beginning of the clip. Yep, all right, terrific. So it's really just where the ball lands. It's tough to tell if it clipped that line.
I agree.
Everything we've seen so far,
if that's
I think is
the only angle we've got, I don't think we're going to overturn this call.
You just can't tell if it didn't graze the line. I mean, obviously, the majority of the ball is in foul territory, but can we say with confidence it didn't clip the line?
No.
I cannot.
I can't either.
Call stands.
The call stands.
That's as close as it gets. Sunshine, your official opinion?
We'll watch Vince do it. Fair ball. Yeah, that is a tough call right there, but I think you guys made the right decision. That's what a great bid by KJ there too. Full extension. Oh my gosh, he's such an athlete. Amazing player to watch.
You compliment us now, but you might not later when you're playing on the field.
Oh, a moonshot from Bloomer, and it'll come down in the mitt of Cruz in left. So no harm, no foul on the double there from Acuff. And Jonathan Luters, what a blast it was getting to have you in the booth. Cannot wait to see you in action in Albuquerque come May 24th. It's going to be so fun to see you play.
Absolutely. Biko, Josh, thank you guys so much. You guys do a great job again. Shout out to both of you guys, and super excited to get going. It'll be a lot of fun.
Thank you, Sunshine. You're the man.
You got it, of course.
And what a ball game we have. Just 2 games in the future. April 26th. It'll be the largest crowded Banana Ball history. Over 81,000 fans have tickets for the Bananas versus Party Animals in Death Valley. You got a couple clips there from the Banana Ball All-Star game that occurred this past November. What a wonderful experience that was. And getting to see these Banana Ball players take on the Tigers. And now Tiger Town gets the biggest show in our young sports history.
There's already a buzz in both locker rooms, the Bananas and Party Animals alike, hoping to win that game in front of the largest crowd we will ever have this season. And it's going to be really interesting. Again, some fun dimensions playing on that football field. But this time, they are going to favor the right-handed batters instead of the lefties. It will be 190 feet to left field with that 50-foot net, much like you saw in Raymond James Stadium.
Going to look at the numbers here on tour number 2 for Ryan Rodriguez. And just to put that into perspective before we talk about Sexy Mexi, it was 227 feet down the right field line in Tampa Bay. And you noticed how short that was. This is, for all my math heads out there, 37 feet shorter, except to left field. So I think there's going to be a lot of balls peppered off the net.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. You see Ryan Rodriguez on the mound pretty excited about getting into this ball game. 0-2 this season. He allowed 0 home runs in 2024, but he has already allowed 4 this season, 3 of which came to Dan Oberst, who was the last batter to bat in the 4th. So Rodriguez, fortunately, does not look like he will see Danny Barrels in this 5th inning.
Yeah, with only 2 games scheduled across tonight and tomorrow evening, both sides are trying to see if they can get all of their pitchers some work. So Delano only pitched across 3 innings tonight. We pretty much expect a new man out of the pen every frame here on out for the Party Animals.
And you're likely going to see a type of bullpen game when the Bananas and Party Animals are playing in Clemson. So you try and get everybody into this series just to make sure that they stay fresh.
What a fight there from Coxey. Talked about it his first time up. He's the hardest man to strike out in Banana Land. Only 2 Ks. Both of them are looking. And one of them was against Rodriguez. It was on a beautiful backdoor curve that just barely scraped the outside corner. Cox has worked this count full. This one bounced to Baber. He's going to pull off the Professor, bounce it over to Swan. And after missing the trick play attempt his first time against Cox, takes care of him here.
Yeah, he has nailed each of the last 2 trick play opportunities that he's been given. You see it nice and easy, and it comes with a bounce pass as well to Swanee.
Good fight there from Rodriguez to make sure that the innings tying run stays in the on-deck circle. 1-0 count now on Danny Hosley. He walked off the 2nd inning with a ball 4 sprint. There's the 12-6 curve. Hosley spits on it. Now a 3-0 count. Pride of Santa Clarita, California. Primarily cutter, slider, 12-6 curve. We'll spin some four-seam fastballs in there from time to time as well. There it is. Don't see him throw it a ton. The traditional heater. Get his first strike. Right back to it. That one off the end of the bat. And Baber going out. Hampton coming in. Dustin makes the call and the catch. Round number 2.
Well, that was successful sequencing. They went outside to Danny Hosley, went and poked that bat out a little too much, and that's why you saw the soft contact that wound up in the glove of Dustin Baber in shallow center.
A battle between California kids. Inners need a base runner before they can think about tying this inning. Party Animals trying to tie the game. This should do it. Baber is going to whip it between the legs. Another bounce over to Swanee. Dustin grabs all 3 outs. Rodriguez gets the Nanners 1, 2, 3. And we are tied at 2 points each.
2 minutes and 42 seconds for Ryan Rodriguez. Knotted at 2 through 5. And you get one more look at the sweet tricks from Dustin Baber in the frame. Pop-up catch, and then ending it with one more good bounce and behind the back to Jason Swan as we go down to the Banana Nanas.
Banana Nanas, dynamite, as per usual. What's new there? What happens when you have the best dance troupe this side of the Mississippi on call for every game in Savannah? And get a look at the numbers on the tour for Correll Prime. For the most part, he has been dynamic. Just a couple outings that have blown up on him, skewing the overall numbers.
12th appearance for Prime, is 6th in relief. His 3.81 earned run average a weekend ago rose to 5.79 entering play tonight after he allowed 8 runs, 7 of which were earned across 2 innings last Friday. And 44% of Prime's outs this season have included a trick play. He's hoping to keep the ball on the ground here tonight.
Ball and a strike on Tanner Thomas. 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for the Animals. Baber on deck, Swan lurking in the hole. Prime wins the battle between the Floridians. Rack with an emphatic call. Here's out number 1. Now another battle between Florida men ensues. From the pride of Fleming Island, Florida, man out of Babson Park. If there's one thing we know about those Sunshine State guys, you can put down a brewski, and that's the task at hand.
Baber's had a lot of success after downing the beer this season, batting .333 with a double, a home run, and 3 RBI for the Animals.
Liner into right center field, and it is another beer barrel for Baber. He's thinking about 3 bases. He's gonna have them. Dustin Baber sends it out to Triples Alley. Has himself his first 3-bagger of the year.
We had 2 extra base hits last weekend for the Party Animals. Now tacks on another. Big smile from Babes as well. He told us he's a power hitter now, and believe it or not, He's got a higher slugging percentage than teammates Bryson Bloomer and Noah Fisher. Not what you would expect here in April.
Not at all, 25 and a half games in. 1-1 count on Swanee. Pride of Jacksonville, Florida. Bubba stacking the bottom of the order with the Florida boys. Wow, he's a fire. It's intriguing. Where's Zach Whalen when you need him? Color me curious. Laser beam, but straight into the glove of Robert Anthony Cruz. Baber digging home. What a throw! Not in time, though. Heads up hustle play from Baber to net Swan a ribeye. We're going to get a fan challenge. Okay. Well, the Bananas are already out of their challenge after the call was not overturned on the A-cuff double in the top of the 5th inning. Now the fans using their challenge, for them it's use it and lose it no matter the outcome. And the call is not going to be overturned. Yeah, call stands. Man, it's awesome when they give us a layup. It just feels so good. Uncontested at the rim. Come on, we're putting that off the glass and in every time. Swish. Straight butter. Yeah, Bill Leroy trying to work a little Jedi mind trick there. It's a Chapman as his mental fortress intact. Here comes the fire. Now we get our 3rd edition in the End of the World Walk-Up Series. Once the ball home joins the fun. First it was Swan, then it was Tanner Thomas. And a hot shot, between the legs, Alex Ziegler, freshly inserted defensively, cannot nail the trick play. Look at the arm from Alexiadis though, strike to second, not in time. Ball home grabs 2 bases on the trick play, missed, and will celebrate with the old Tukis shaking.
Yeah, you just see that ball squirt under the glove of Alex Ziegler at first base. Never easy to collect the trick plays coming into the ball game off of the bench. And that one stung pretty well from ball home, and that was probably the primary reason Ziggy was not able to get that one through his legs.
Just didn't have time to get the glove in position. That was a sizzler. And this one all the way back to the backstop will be a pass ball on Bill Leroy. Definitely not exactly where Prime wanted to locate it, but catchable. And Mark Smith, the designated runner, is now 90 feet away, and that'll be a 4-pitch sprint to Reese Hampton. So the trick play missed with 2 outs. Ends up biting the Nanners in the derriere. Hampton with his 2nd sprint of the ball game. Now has a tour leading 17 overall. And a 2 spot for the Animals as they try and retake the lead. They were up 1-0, down 2-1. Now it's 2-2. And the Animals have 2 runs to work with here in the 6th inning, as Olsen goes between the legs for the trick play to retire Skull.
Another tough inning for the Bananas from a pitching standpoint. Back-to-back 2-run frames for the Animals. And it will be a test to see if this team can come back offensively. But first, they'll give us a player dance tonight.
Superb job by Maceo and company. Archer, Voorhees, Nisnik, and Mitchell is, they've got another beautiful sunset here in Dafford Park. Zooming in to historic Grayson, where at the middle of the diamond, the 6'5" lefty Peter Holden has taken over.
Pistol Pete enters for the 13th time this season. He has allowed more ball four sprints this year than he has hits. Awfully surprising for Holden, who had great command a season ago, but has a 24% ball four sprint rate and a 250 opponent's batting average.
Here comes Eric Jones Jr. At least I think it is.
Open up the door. Is it less? Is it more? Tell me to be where. Are you here? Are you there? Is it something I should know? Easy come, easy go. Not in your head. Don't hear what I said. I can't communicate when you wait. Going late. I try to talk to you, but you never even knew. So what's it gonna be? Can you hear me? I'm so sick of it. Your attention doesn't seem to listen. I'm so sick of it. So I'll throw another bit.
Jones Jr. an homage to Victorious. The slugger will lead off the bottom of the sixth. Little excuse me swing flared out to right and barehanding it out of the sky, Dustin Baber.
Now Baber with 4 trick plays in the ball game for the Party Animals, and he's made each of the last 4 outs for them defensively, as well as he breaks out the bare hand for the first time tonight.
3 of those 4 outs have been 3 of his 4 trick plays on the night. That one tattooed but straight to Fisher in left, an atom ball for out number 2. This is the recipe for Holden. Get it in the zone, see what happens. Big swing and a miss from Jackson Olsen on the slider. Tries to front door it, comes up empty. And that one off the end of the bat. Holden a strike away from winning the inning. Beautiful bender. Olsen down on strikes. That's the Peter Holden we know and love. And he's the point. Party Animals back ahead.
And he just recorded a tie for the 11th fastest inning in Banana Ball history. 1 minute and 6 seconds for Pistol Pete.
Let's get it on down to the field for some low-hanging fruit.
Melissa and Ava and Molly and Jess. Those are our 2 teams. And they're going to be running down. You see the ladies that are in the starting position have these giant bananas. They have to run with it between their legs, pass it to their partners here, who then have to race and make it to a finish line at the very end. All right, ladies, are we ready? This one, by the way, is called low-hanging fruit. All right, here we go. Starters, on your mark, get set, go. Oh, it almost dropped. There we go. It's a dead heat. Good form. Those bananas are really moving. All right, here's the transfer. Here they go. All right, Ava is swaying in the wind. It's a no-brainer. She goes all the way. And Alyssa and Ava are the winners of low-hanging fruit. You're welcome, Savannah.
Impressive work from the contestants down there. And the Party Animals are now armed with the lead for their second time tonight. Won the first inning, but that was short-lived. Bananas won the second, knotted it up at 2. Then won the 4th inning. Bananas were up 2-1. Animals have taken the 5th and 6th. They're out in front 3-2 as we go to the 7th.
This is kind of what's been the difference across the Party Animals winning streak. A vast difference in the earned run averages for these two squads. Party Animals at 3.86, Bananas at 7. And Kyle Jackson tries to go with the backflip trick play at third base yet again. Comes up empty, and I'm telling you, it is just not a feasible trick play for an infielder. If it is not a ball in the air, I don't see how that is feasible.
Only way it works is if Stilts is running. And unfortunately, that will never be the case for Kyle Jackson. The problem being he's a teammate of Dakota Albritton. 0-2 by Fisher off the end of the bat. And Cox going out, called off by Cruz coming in. Fine snag on the run for the first out. Fisher retired for the second time today, now 1 for 3 on the evening. And Chase Acuff digs in. 2 for 3, a 2-run triple back in the first. A double down the left field line in the 8th. Uses all fields very well. The triple was out to right center. Pretty similar spot to where his double play partner Baber notched a 3-bagger as well.
Bill Leroy has clearly picked up on the fact that Acuff has seen the fastball pretty well tonight. Each of the first 3 pitches, off-speed offerings to the Party Animal shortstop.
There's the heater for strike 2. Mark Smith, the designated runner, is checked on by Prime. If I were him, I would take off. He stays put. And this one grounded to short, could be 2. Cox, trouble getting it between the legs. He will get the force at second. Olsen lost the ball on the transfer. Would have been interesting, though, if Smith had been off on the pitch. Certainly there would be no force at second. And with how long it took for Cox to get the ball out of the glove, Acuff might have beat it out at first. Here's Tyler Gillum. Here is Dakota Stilts Albritton, the aforementioned tallest man in Banana Land. Comes in with a man on first and 2 down.
Yes, Stilts out for the 17th time this season. Has a 97 ERA plus, indicating he is right around the tour average when it comes to pitchers this season. And since opening day, he has just continued to get stronger and stronger, offering up a plethora of different pitchers from that height advantage.
Lights are out. Oh my God!
Blue's got the chicken!
2 chickens!
2 chickens!
What a surprise that was for the Grayson faithful.
Pandemonium in the bleachers behind home plate.
And a ball behind Bloomer. He takes offense to it. Acuff will take a free 90 feet. Bloomer 2 for 3 on the night. Drove in a run with a single back in the first. And lifts this one out to shallow left center. Meadows is going to tip it into the cap. Another trick play for the doctor. And Stilts now 2 2/3 straight scoreless innings on the mound.
Stilts able to hold serve. Meadows able to record another trick play in the ball game for the Nanners. And that was a big 7th inning that they desperately needed, blanking the Animals.
And Josh, up here in the booth, you may have stumbled upon a game-changing statistic.
The players were asking for it, fans were asking for it. I have finally figured out the most comprehensive stat to understand banana.
I was screaming because I love you, Josh.
Love you too, Beaks.
Jake Lialios takes over on the mound for the Party Animals. That was a little taste of a tradition that has been born here in 2025. Every game in person. The fans get to participate in a different version of that. That's a seed right through the left side. Alex Ziegler, one pitch, he's got himself a knock. And we wanted everybody at home to get to take a part of what has become a banana ball tradition. And we could hear you screaming from home as well. Really impressive.
We genuinely hope your neighbors are concerned right now.
They should be. Top of the order, Jake Lialios has been terrific this year, especially here in historic Grayson Stadium. He's yet to give up a run in Savannah. But he's got a tough task already. No run support. And Malachi Mitchell is pinch running for Ziggy over at first base. Lialios clearly not concerned though. He's taking the time to pull off a little choreographed dance with Faber, Acuff, and Hampton behind him. Wow. Some real nice moving and grooving. And DR Meadows could care less about the boogie. He's now 2 for 3 on the night. And that is 4 straight multi-hit games here in Savannah for the Doctor.
Well, entering tonight's game, Lialios has the second lowest base runners allowed per inning pitched on the Party Animals this year, but has not gotten off to a good start here in the bottom of the 7th, and almost has a pitch go awry from Andy Cosgrove behind the dish with Reese Alexiadis batting.
This one smashed deep down the right field line. Reese Alexiadis, see you later! Pokes it over the short porch. It's a 3-run tater to walk off the 7th, and we're knotted at 3.
In just 1 minute and 17 seconds, the Bananas collect 3 hits and put 3 runs on the board to knot this game up in the points department. 5th home run of the season for Reese Alexiadis, now tied for the World Tour lead.
He joins Robert Anthony Cruz atop the Dinger leaderboard. What a second year in Banana Land for Super Reese, the 2023 Pioneer League MVP, who paced the league with his 29 bombs, has brought the power into his sophomore campaign in Banana Land.
In America's hearts, presenting for you today, the United States Army Parachute Team, the Golden Knights. From Los Angeles, California, Sergeant First Class, Rafael Torres. From New Wilmington, Pennsylvania, Sergeant First Class, Shelby Canary. From San Diego, California, Captain Christian Pollock. From Tacoma, Washington, Sergeant First Class Ryan Reese. From Dallas, Texas, Sergeant First Class Griffin Mueller. From Medford, Oregon, Staff Sergeant Kyle Meade. From Reading, Pennsylvania, Sergeant First Class Tyler Becker. From Locust Grove, Georgia, Sergeant First Class Justin Drake. From San Antonio, Texas, Sergeant First Class Brandon Guevara. And leading the Golden Knights in freefall, the team leader for the gold demonstration team from Makakilo, Hawaii, Sergeant First Class Justin Brenner. Flying and maintaining our team aircraft, Chief Warrant Officer 2, Courtney Dial. Staff Sergeant Jacob Darter. Chief Warrant Officer Christian Vineyard. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights.
Very cool moment right there, and now Sam Bauman as our man who threw out the first pitch tonight.
Yeah, that's right. We got Sergeant First Class Justin Drake. Justin, tell me, what was more nerve-wracking for you, dropping down from thousands and thousands of feet or throwing out that first pitch that counts?
Man, I'll tell you, neither one of those. Passing out those stickers to the fans was out of control. That was awesome.
Hey, what do you think next time? Maybe you time it so you can throw it out of the air? You think
that would take a lot of skill, but we might be able to practice doing something, you know.
Well, thanks for joining us. If anyone can do it, I know it's you, Nico, Josh, but with some of the greatest tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Bauman. And thank you for the time, Sergeant First Class Justin Drake. Take a look at the numbers here from Zach Phillips on his third World Tour.
Has a 1-1 record this season. Last time Philly was on the mound, he threw a 1 minute and 15-second inning. The 19th sub-2-minute inning in his career, which is the second most in banana ball history. And you can already see Philly working very quickly here against Tanner Thomas.
Big bender slapped foul. Tanner historically has hit Philly well. Doesn't bite on the high fastball. Thomas, Baber, and Swan due to swing it in the 8th. We are tied at 3 points each. That's a great take from Thomas. Thinks about trying to steal first. That was a wise move. Leroy was out of his crouch like a cat. I think Tanner would have been a dead duck. Payoff just misses the outside corner. Is that? Okay, we'll take the sprint. Boy, by my tally, Tanner just got 5 balls.
He did.
What are we
doing? He had that by my tally as well.
What are we doing, folks? Thank goodness he worked the sprint, or else it would have been tough for me to recover from up here in the booth.
Well, that's the one Achilles heel right now for Zach Phillips this year. He has an untypical 11.5% ball four sprint rate and gives up the leadoff sprint to Thomas, and now Mike Vivacis strolls to the plate, has a homer this season. It came against Philly here at home.
It leaves the strike zone, and then a liner. What a job, EJ! Spears it and tags out Tanner Thomas for a twin killing.
And we will see if the party animals opt to challenge this play. Unbelievable reaction from Eric Jones Jr. and placed at the perfect spot to apply a tag on that leg of Tanner before he could get back safely. Wow!
Jason Swan deep down the right field line. Alexiadis up against the wall, makes the catch. And what a wild shutout inning of work for Zach Phillips.
And there is the 20th sub-2-minute inning of his career, 1 minute and 53 seconds for the Banana Southpaw.
Time to turn this place yellow. Let's get it down to Princess Potassia.
It's time to turn those singing voices on and those cell phone flashlights up, because it's time for yellow.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. Everything you do.
Sing it loud, Savannah, Georgia.
I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do.
And what was it called?
So then I took my turn. Oh, what the things I've done. Your skin, oh yeah, your skin goes turning to something beautiful.
We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go Bananas!
Beautiful scene when we all get to embrace the wonderful feeling it is to be yellow. And new man on the mound for the boys in black and pink, Brady Keiss, takes over. He secured 2 of the 3 wins on the sweep for the Party Animals last weekend. In total, 3 innings of scoreless relief. He was unbelievable in the biggest spots for the Party Animals.
And 2 of his 3 innings last weekend were thrown in less than 3 minutes. He also recorded a 10.5-second strikeout, the fastest of 2025. Nobody has appeared more this season than Brady, who is on the mound for the 18th time for the Party Animals. You talk about a go-to setup man. That has been Brady Keiss.
Heart of the order here for the Bananas. 3, 4, and 5 as Dan Ober skies this one in foul territory. And Jason Swan will grab that one out of the air. Excellent start for Keiss. And here comes our bat boy. Wow, strong performance, Elliott. Cool. It's a unique take on bat boy abilities as Joel will...
He was just gonna hang out there, man.
We'll make sure he's out of danger. It's important for a bat boy to have a Robin. Joel, the man on the spot. 0-2 count now on Ryan Cox. And Keiss already has the fastest strikeout this year, 10.53 seconds. He's trying to break the record. Problem for him is he's going against the toughest man to strike out in banana ball. From 0-2 to 3-2. See if Keiss goes to the fastball, slider, or changeup here. It's the fastball, yanks it wide, and Cox will be content with 1 base. Good sprint defense by the Party Animals. Cox now up to 7 sprints compared to just 2 strikeouts on the tour.
And the Bananas wisely going to go to the bench yet again. It's Flash the Kid running for Cox for the 2nd time tonight. He will certainly be trying to pick up on Brady Keiss, how quickly he is getting to the plate. See if he can swipe a bag in the 8th and get into scoring position.
Fastball swipes the top of the zone. And another heater, that one misses low. Danny Hosley walked off the 2nd inning with a ball 4 sprint. Popped out his last time. 2 balls and a strike now. And a check on Malachi, he's back standing. 10 stolen bases. He's been caught 4 times. 3 of those by Andy Cosgrove, who is behind the dish right now. That is a firm fastball from Kais to even up the count.
Kais able to give Flash a quick look while delivering that pitch to keep him from swiping second. Now the 2-2 offering misses low, and we will have a second plate appearance with the payoff pitch.
Flash takes off, and Hosley spoils the offering. With the pride of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, comes with on a second 3-2. Malachi off again. That's going to be ball 4. This is a spot where Malachi scored on the Hosley sprint in the second. He's going to test the sprint defense again. Same result. Speed kills. Mitchell on first base, and Hosley's sprint has provided 2 of the 4 points for the Bananas now tonight.
Well, that's the reason you have a designated runner in Banana Ball, and nobody is better than Malachi Mitchell, Flash the Kid, who is able to secure a second walk-off in this game for the Bananas, and one that could be the deciding point if they can get their lead to hold up as we enter the final inning of play.
Mariners getting jiggy with it. Take a look at what it means to be in the final inning. Every run scored counts as a point. And if we are tied at its conclusion, we will go to showdowns. Party Animals were down a point last Saturday night. They rallied for 4 runs in the 9th, ended up taking the game 6-3. That was against Danny Hosley, though. This time, they will have to try and mount their comeback against Austin Krasminski, who pound for pound has been the best Bananas pitcher here in 2025.
Yeah, Austin Krasminski, you could argue, has been the best pitcher overall on this year's World Tour, has the lowest earned run average of any qualified pitcher this season, has a 2-1 record. But how about this? Krasminski is still without a save this season. This is actually his first opportunity of 2025. He had 10 saves in 12 opportunities a year ago. And the Party Animals are batting just 145 against Krem this year. So a lot of good things going in his favor right now.
It's going to be Brunson Ballholm in that extra hitter spot. Took over for Salvador Jacobo in the 6th inning. Due up first, I would wager that's a spot the Party Animals go to their golden batter, because then it's the top of the order with Hampton and Skoll after Ballholm. And I would wager it's probably going to be Hampton or Skoll that Baba turns to as his golden batter.
Well, the best odds are probably on Jake Skoll. He's had the most golden batter at bats. He's also the lone man to have ever homered against Krasminski.
The Party Animals are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Bronson Ballholm is the Party Animals golden batter. Please welcome Jake Skoll.
This is a high-powered battle right here. 12 years of minor league baseball experience between pitcher and hitter. Pair of guys from the Atlanta area. Skoll, the former first rounder, and the best hitter on this tour against the best pitcher on this tour.
He's put together some good plate appearances in tonight's contest. Had the opposite field double in the 3rd, but has also tacked on 2 ball 4 sprints. Is ahead in the count, 2-0.
Got the fastball, comes up empty, down to a knee on the swing and miss. And Krem goes to the changeup. This one poked right through the 6 hole. Nice piece of hitting there by Scully. Party Animals have the game-tying run aboard. And Skoll will be pinch run for by Mark Smith, the Party Animals designated runner, because now he's on deck. 1-1 count on Reese Hampton. Former Tigers and Diamondbacks minor leaguer. One of the hottest hitters in Banana Land. He's already driven in 2 runs tonight. A pair of ball 4 sprints and a sac fly. Wow, that one just misses around the bottom of the zone. Party Animals going tarps off. Their version of a rally cap. Pretty similar pitch, different call. 1-2 now. The changeup is chopped foul.
Goes low with the changeup to Reese Hampton on 1-2. Now Bill Leroy and Austin Krasminski might switch up Hampton's eye level, try and go with a firm high heater.
They do, Hampton's ready for it. He plays Pepper with the right field wall. Smith getting a stop sign from Bervasis, now getting waved through. Bad throw in from Alexiadis. And Hampton in the middle of another 9th inning Party Animals rally. He ties this game at 4.
It is yet another big 9th inning for the Party Animals here in Savannah, Georgia. Last Saturday, 4 points in the final inning, and they've already picked up 1 and are still without an out here in the 9th against Krasminski. And Jake Skoll, our golden batter, is up for the 2nd time this inning.
3rd batter of the frame. 2nd time Skoll gets to see Krasminski. Party Animals now looking for the lead. Changeup is wide. Reese Hampton has driven in 3 tonight. And he ties Skoll atop the doubles leaderboard. Each of them with 11. This one lifted high and deep to left. Jake Skoll, 2-run shot. More Party Animals magic in the 9th. They lead 6-4.
3rd opposite field hit of the ball game for Jake Skoll. And you know just how talented he and Reese Hampton are and how long they've been a part of this Party Animals squad. Members of the Black and Pink since 2023, and they have single-handedly put the Animals back out in front. But first, a little duck-duck goose.
And Jake Skoll is going to beat Nate Tellier into the circle and finally touch home. 2-run shot. Skoll's 5th of the tour. Ties Cruz and Alexiadis atop the long ball leaderboard, and he did it with the torpedo bat.
Well, we saw Rack, the first player to use a torpedo bat and banana ball last Friday, did not have any success. Skoll, the first player to use it and really have something go in his team's favor.
2 balls and a strike now to Andy Cosgrove. First blow-up outing of the tour for Krasminski. And this one chopped past the dives of Jackson and Cox into left. Oh, the Party Animals have a flair for the dramatic. That is 4 straight hits to start the top of the 9th inning.
And another pretty good knock just past the gloves of both Kyle Jackson and Ryan Cox. Not crazy exit velocities like what you saw from Skoll and Hampton, but Cosgrove will take it nonetheless.
Could be 2 here. Fielded between the legs. Glove flip behind the back from Cox. He will grab the trick play, but a little too much fancy fun time to twist it. Get another look. Style points galore. Good hustle, though, by Fisher. Make sure it's just a fielder's choice, not a twin killing. He's aboard for Chase Acuff. He wraps the changeup to 3rd. Now Kyle Jackson has trouble going between the legs. Acuff is going to head to 2nd on the trick play miss. Fisher is getting a wave around. Throw from EJ. Not in time! Noah Fisher scores from 1st. On a defense disaster from the Bananas.
Things unraveling here in the 9th for the Bananas. Brzezinski from a pitching standpoint, but now things defensively for the Nanners. Kyle Jackson couldn't handle that one between the legs, tried to rush the throw to first base. It goes wide of Eric Jones Jr. and leads to another 4-point Party Animals inning as Meadows drifts back, avoids colliding with Split in center field. That is a big second out, and Split has got to be thankful that he's all right.
Bloomer was going mascot hunting. PR saves the big banana for the umpteenth time, and now this one up the middle through from Tanner Thomas. Acuff rumbling around third, he will score. Tanner heads up to second, he's gonna get third. Oh my goodness gracious. The disaster upgraded to a disastrophe defensively for the Nanners. They gift Tanner Thomas 2 free bases. It's a single and an RBI. He was going to second once DR missed the cutoff. He was going to third once the throw got past Leroy. And Mike Vivacis hustles this one out to right, Alexiadis. There to stop the bleeding, but boy, oh boy, did the Bananas bleed. 4 come across for the Animals, and they've got a chance to make it 5 straight wins. The Golden Batter starts the rally, and then Skoll throws away that gold helmet and leaves the yard.
Well, the Bananas have had more success with the Golden Batter this season, a .333 batting average. Party Animals entered with a .250 average as the Golden Batter, but each of the last 2 times they've used it, it's worked in their favor. Skoll, the leadoff single, Hampton, the RBI double last Saturday, and now the ball is in the hands of Drew Gillespie of the Party Animals. Nailed down 2 saves last weekend for the boys in black and pink, and has a 2.08 ERA plus this season, indicating he has been over 2 times better than the tour average pitcher this year. And he also threw a 1-minute and 37-second inning the last time he was on the mound to close out the sweep for the Animals.
That was one of his 4 scoreless innings tossed last weekend, a part of that sweep. It was Gillespie and Keiss at the end of those ball games, flummoxing the Nanners bats, combined for 7 scoreless innings, all of them thrown across the 8th and 9th. And Rack, he found himself a hole in the defense, gets it past the dive of Jacobo. And 1 pitch into the bottom of the 9th. Nanners trying to mount a response. This is a good start. They need 1 more guy to get on before they can think about tying the game. Robert Anthony Cruz aboard. Here's Eric Jones Jr. J 0 for 2 on the night. Has grounded out and popped out, both to second base. Has to look out for 5 different pitches from Gillespie. 2-seam, 4-seam cut fastball, changeup and curve. There is the curveball. Ball and 2 strikes on EJ. And back to the bender this time. Jones Jr. ready to rumble. Smokes it into left. And aboard on the bolt of a base hit. Now the Nanners can officially tie the game.
Bill Leroy 1 for 6 this season against Drew Gillespie, but has always been one of the best performers across his career here in Grayson Stadium. And the first home run Drew Gillespie ever allowed in his banana ball career, it came against Bill.
This could be 2. Baber bouncing it to Jacobo. And that is a 6-4-3 double play. Acuff grabs the trick play. Talk about a rally dampener. All of a sudden, the Animals just an out away from winning this thing as you get another look at the double play. Hit well by Leroy, but straight to the Party Animals shortstop. And this one back up the middle. Acuff there again. He'll go between the legs. Over to first. And Swan thinking about a potential trick play. Cannot nail it. Kind of in no man's land. A run scores. It's now a 2-point game, and the Bananas still draw breath.
And I think based on that indecision with Jason Swan, you still probably have to credit him with a trick play missed in that situation.
I agree. It's a TPM 3 for everybody scoring at home. Big spot here for Kyle Jackson. And the ball four sprint in the fourth. Scored the inning-winning run. Now he represents the game's tying run. That one up through the middle. KJ aboard for the second time tonight. The tying run is on, and DR Meadows is going to represent the winning run.
He was the most successful hitter a season ago against Drew Gillespie and nails in the final inning. DR is 2 for 10 against Drew in 2025, but a pair of hits tonight. He is the man you want up if you're the Bananas, just trying to keep the line moving.
Ty Jackson pinch running for KJ over at first. Both guys run like the wind, so good speed no matter what. This one shanked foul. And the Bananas are down to their final strike. DR with hits in each of his last 2 trips to the plate. Bounces this one. Backhanded by Swan. He can't field it cleanly. Gillespie wasn't even going to beat DR to the bag anyway. It's Meadows grabbing his 3rd hit of the night. The game's tying run is in scoring position. The game's winning run is on base. And here comes the man who hit a 3-run walk-off homer his last time. He dug in.
2 for 5 against Gillespie this season. 2 for 3 in tonight's ball game. Power versus power right now in this Thursday night matchup.
Alexiadis tried to send it to Tybee Island. Once again, the Bananas are down to their final strike. The 0-2. Liner snagged by Jacobo. He's going to bounce it over to Acuff just in time. Things got interesting late, but Gillespie and the Party Animals hold on for a 7-5 win. They have now won 5 straight and lead the tour by 2 games.
A nail-biter at the end of the ball game, but the Party Animals once again prevail as they were the more powerful team in the final inning of play. Stellar stuff from the Animals offensively, and almost entirely on the backs of 2 guys, their superstars, Breeze Hampton and Jake Skoll, guys with a minor league experience and a lot of banana ball experience at that, prevailing them to a 5th straight victory.
And their reward, as per usual, is the right to dance on the diamond. Hampton with the game-tying double in the 9th. Skoll the next man up with the 2-run homer that gave the Animals a lead they would never relinquish. Sam Bauman has our showman of the night down on the field.
Hey, Biko, Josh, yes, no surprise. It's Jake Skoll. Jake, you guys are the cardiac kids. We saw it last weekend, again this weekend. What is going on with the Party Animals in the 9th inning?
Not a lot of bow out in these guys, right? Like, we like to fight, we like getting 2 strikes, we like to, we're all working on things in the cage. It's just fun to watch all the stuff that Anthony's got us doing coming to fruition on the field.
Now talk to me, the big home run there, a new bat in the arsenal, Jake.
Yeah, we did, got a torpedo bat going, so, might be a weapon in the arsenal we add to the group. So, yeah, it was a torpedo homer today. I don't know if we should name it. Might leave that to Biko and Josh and name a torpedo homer. So we'll see if they keep going.
Yeah, guys, you get working on that one. Jake, this makes 5 straight for the Party Animals. How do we keep going and maybe take this into Clemson next week?
Shoot, you know how it goes. It's one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and then you let the chips fall where they may. It's a good team over there. They're great at banana ball. They're great at what they do, and right now it's any given night really. But you just lay it all on the line, which is what this group's doing. And like I said, there's no fight in these boys, so I like us every night.
Jake Skoll, it's been you guys every night. Our showman of the night, Jake Skoll. Jake, I think you got a picture to take. I like that we did this interview dry, by the way. It's a nice change of pace. Pico, Josh.
Pico, you the man.
Appreciate you, Scully. Thank you so much for the time. SB nailed it as well, buddy. Take a look at what Skoll did to earn himself the showman of the night. It was the sprint in the first inning, ended up coming around to score one of those 4 runs, and the Party Animals' first point earned, and then the 2-run shot followed with the ground rule double as well. I mean, our tour leader in extra base hits. Nothing new for Skoll and company, picking up a couple sprints and 6 total bases on the evening.
Yeah, it was incredible what Jake Skoll did, and then you see no fear with the game on the line when he is introduced as the golden batter and got things started the right way. Just a nice poke over to the opposite field, gets the knock, so he's seen what Krasminski has in the arsenal, and that's when he's able to attack in that second plate appearance against him, shoot that one out over the wall in left field. He's the only man to hit a home run against Austin Krasminski. He has now done it twice this season. And again, he and Reese Hampton, the big superstars for the Animals. And you can't forget, Skoll also had a trick play early in the ball game as well on a glove trap.
And having some fun with the Duck Duck Goose celebration after the 2-run torpedo tank is what we're going to be calling it here in Banana Land. Get a look now at the numbers behind the Party Animals' 5th straight victory.
Yeah, Skoll and Hampton, phenomenal. The bullpen for the Party Animals, for the most part, did a pretty good job. You got Drew Gillespie able to keep things nailed down at the very end despite a couple of scares. And again, Hampton and Skoll in tonight's ball game had 4 hits, 4 ball, 4 sprints, and combined for 5 runs batted in for the Party Animals. Again, nothing really speeds up on them in banana ball anymore. This is obviously a very fast game, as evidenced by a 2-hour time limit and a game that went 1 hour and 52 minutes tonight. But Skoll and Hampton, they always meet the big moments, and they did so yet again to keep the Party Animals' winning streak alive.
Yeah, that coaching staff over there, Vivacis, Coramato, and Simino, are being rewarded for putting their best 2 hitters at the top of the lineup. They've been in the middle of this 5-game winning streak, doing a lot of damage against the Nanners. Nothing different here tonight. Welcome up inside the booth, by the way, Biko Scala, Josh Talevsky. Thank you so much for spending this Thirsty Thursday with us. The Bananas trying to get off the schneid tomorrow night. It'll be first pitch 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have some extended pregame coverage before that as well for all of the shenanigans down on the field. Josh, what do you think this Bananas team has to do to try and end their 5-game skid?
Well, I mean, 2 of these losses across the 5-game skid have come because of big Party Animals rallies in the final inning. So, in a sense, they really need to see the closers on this team step it up. Danny Hosley was not effective last Saturday. Austin Krasminski, it was more of the same for him tonight. So they are going to need to see better stuff from the back end of this bullpen. And all around, the pitching for the most part has been very weak as well. So they've got to just clean that up.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see what happens tomorrow on Big Tiger Friday. It will be a final tune-up before Banana Ball gets its biggest stage yet. Over 81,000 fans a couple Saturdays from now. That will be April 26th in Death Valley up in Clemson, South Carolina. Bananas versus Party Animals. But first, they do battle tomorrow evening, as I mentioned, 7 p.m. first pitch. Cannot wait to see what happens then. A big shout-out to our executive producer, Yvonne Trezak, leading everybody out here on the field. And shout-out to Chris Haynes, our director in the control room, and the wonderful crew working with Hainsey down there. For Sam Bauman on the field, Josh Talevsky in the booth, Biko Scala saying so long for now. We will see you tomorrow night, and of course we will see you later!